back, bitches. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Picture This, the original and somehow also worst show that this channel puts on. I'm the Winter Rubber Discontent. My name is Alex, and with me is Jack.
Hi.
Hey, Jack.
I'm definitely not watching the SAG Awards right now.
Well, also probably not watching the SAG Awards, Matthew Chen.
Yeah, definitely not watching.
And back from their triangle of sadness, Adelaide Spence.
They're about to vomit.
Yeah.
All of us just won a SAG Award, though. So
yeah.
I'm confused. So let's just move on.
Yeah.
Alex Martinez, do the thing.
A Man for All Seasons. A movie that we have all now technically seen, hopefully. We also maybe didn't. Because I think at least sometimes we should pretend that we did, even though we didn't. I did definitely see the movie, though. Definitely. Probably. Although we didn't realize that Orson Welles was in it until, like, just now. At least three of us didn't. Matthew Chen is probably smarter than all of us.
I knew he was in it. I just don't know who he is.
Yeah. He's Woolsey. You know, Woolsey.
different Orson Welles.
That blasted Orson Welles being such a good actor that we didn't notice that it was him. I don't know. It's a movie, and it exists in a way that a lot of these Best Picture winners do. In my opinion, it will never cross my mind again. Once we're done with this episode, I think we will be done with it. So we can just start doing these parts of the show. Actually, that's messed up. We don't have a Louis Jourdain to give away, do we? Not this weekend?
No.
Everybody's fine, right?
Yeah, they're
Wonderful Recovery, because I think the
Everyone's
last
fine,
time
too.
we saw
Great.
Susanna York, we were considering the like worst ensemble award. Did we ever go through with that?
We did.
We did.
We did.
Tom Jones has a worst ensemble award.
Yep.
Good. Strong recovery, Susanna York. I guess we can start with the standout performers as we're talking about them.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. I was just going to say I have a name I'd like to put forward for that.
I also have a name I'd like to put out there.
Is it the same name?
Probably. Is it Robert Shaw?
It is
Is it
Robert
the
Shaw.
King? Is it the King? I don't know what it is. We love Henry VIII on this show. I don't know what it is about. I don't know if this particular panel were just like a bunch of kids of divorce, maybe, or if we just really like having the right to be divorced. None of us are English, so I don't know why we're.
I mean,
Are
I have
any of
English
us?
blood, but
Do
I'm
any
not
of us
born in
keep to
England.
that specific? Are any of us specific to the Church of England faith? think
No,
so.
not Church
I
of
don't
England.
think so.
God hates me.
I don't know if that's true.
Most people do.
We have
so.
plenty of evidence, but I don't know if it's true. Yeah, Robert Shaw is King Henry VIII. Here's the thing. This is like a really dry movie. So anytime someone has like life to their performance, I think it like really shines off of the screen. For a movie that is basically like kind of a courtroom drama, actually, at least a proto courtroom drama. Anytime someone can come on and be like, hello, like it really does actually like give some energy, give some oomph for what is just kind of like a political, like a drab political. As soon as England stops making these movies that we have to sit through, as soon as they stop winning Best Picture, we'll, I think, just be much happier as people. And the show will be specific, like way more interesting than when we get out of the English reign of terror. Any alternatives to Robert Shaw?
He's the only person that I really liked in the movie. I think.
Schofield is
Yeah.
good as well.
He doesn't like stand out to me a whole lot.
Paul Scofield, who won the Best Actor award.
He looks like if you rented F. Murray Abraham from Amadeus at like a Party City.
Good Lord.
You're not wrong, but wow.
That's mean.
Like he does a
Oh.
good job. I think like he doesn't deserve the Oscar. That's fine. But he's not as good as Robert Shaw.
He's good with like because it's
He's
an
not as good as
inherently
someone else who we'll get
talky.
to later.
It's an inherently talky movie. Like the dialogue has to be very precise. He's playing a lawyer, so it has to be like kind of cold and clinical.
Yeah.
And that's all fine, but there's no like those guys eventually clock out. Like when they're done with their jobs, they're not all like that 100% of the time. Hopefully, maybe this specific guy was, but we do know for a fact that King Henry VIII was a maniacal monster.
This
And
is-
Robert Shaw doing that, I think, will always catch our eye far
Yes.
more than
Yeah.
doing
Yeah,
the
exactly.
lingo. Yeah.
Just
Are
wait,
we
this is
calling
the last time Robert Shaw plays a villain in a Best Picture winner. You're going to get a good one in about 5, 6, 7 weeks. I don't know how long.
Great. Can't wait. Robert Shaw. Are we good on this? Can we bring that?
Yeah.
We just lock it in.
Yeah, just let me open up Letterboxd quick
Yeah.
and
Let's take a look at this.
hit the list.
This is what the SAG Awards do to people. They aren't ready for their show that they put on
You're-
some weeks. It used to be the show we put on every week, and now we just don't.
Yeah. Once we get to the 70s, the show will be saved. We've got lots of great movies to talk about in there.
Yeah, Hairspray lied to me. It isn't about like the 60s sucked apparently. They were so excited. Welcome to the 60s. It's just bad.
Look,
It's
look.
just
If your
bad.
idea of the '60s comes from Hairspray, I don't know what to tell you. Let's see.
Why wouldn't my idea of the 60s come from Hairspray? That Hairspray's dope.
I haven't seen it.
It
so I
is.
wouldn't-
Hairspray's great.
Hairspray's dope. Michelle Pfeiffer's there. Miss Baltimore Crabs.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah. Zac Efron and his hair are there, and that's great.
There we
Amanda Bynes ends
Bynes.
racism.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Robert Shaw is King Henry VIII. Where do we want to put this guy?
I'll say probably low 20s.
I think that's probably fair. Because
I
it's not even
say-
like the best King
Lou Ayres.
Henry.
Lou Ayres, stop him right there.
Yep, I say right below Lou Ayres. Are we okay with this?
We're gonna put him above
hate-
Hepburn.
I would put him
Yes.
below Hepburn.
I would go below.
I'll
I would
concede
go
make it
even
easy.
below Heston.
No.
I'm also like leaning towards below Heston right now, but
Here.
I think
I will
Yeah, so here-
compromise with below
Yeah.
Hepburn, above
Compromise.
Heston. Is that okay?
Compromise. Lock it in.
Sure.
Boom.
that's
I
fair.
just have so much more respect for Audrey Hepburn than I do for, for Robert Shaw.
No, that's valid. He's like the if when I go back and I think about the movie, this is the one part I'll be like, yeah, that was worth it.
Mhm.
cool. We don't have a Jourdain to give out. There's nobody.
No,
that's
we
like,
don't, and we don't have a Tom Jones Ensemble Award to give.
Great, great.
I love you,
So
Tom
massive
Jones.
improvement actually is what I'm reading from the shit we've been doing lately.
So we can just go ahead and get into the ratings, I guess.
Yeah.
Cool. Spence, you want to kick us off?
Am I the lowest? Oh my god.
Yeah. Sorry,
Um,
bud.
yeah, it's 3.5. It's I haven't been in the best headspace today to watch it. I was sort of in and out, but I would never call it a bad movie. I could tell, like, I think the content of the actual script is really interesting. I think I'd like to dig into it more. Like, if I could like read it as a book, I think I'd have a good time. But as a film, I wasn't super engaged. That could change if I ever rewatch it. But right now, I'm just like, it's all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go to me next.
Yeah. Matthew, you've got it here next.
Yeah,
Because I feel like I'm in the same boat as Spence today. Whereas like when I was watching it, I had a few too many distractions, so I couldn't put all of my focus to finish the movie today. But I think it's pretty slow moving. I think I didn't really get super engaged, but then like later on, I feel like especially like that ending, I felt like was really strong. I think especially like Robert Shaw, like I think some of the performances really help keep you captivated, at least at least for me.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll go to me next because I also have it at 3.5. It's honestly, it's a little dry for the first little bit. It took me a while to really get into it, but the performances helped me get there. especially Robert Shaw, who I'm not going to say is better than Charles Laughton in this role, because I will say Charles Laughton is phenomenal in this role. He's hilarious in this role, which is weird to say because it's Henry VIII and he's a shit human being and everything. But and Robert Shaw is also excellent here, but not quite at the same level as Laughton is. Schofield is good. There's another nominated performance this year that how it didn't win, I don't know, but we'll get to that when we get to extra credit. But yeah, no, just a little slow for me. Definitely Fred Zinnemann's lesser movie to win Best Picture. Alex?
Yeah, I think 3.5, 3.5 stars is probably the correct call for A Man for All Seasons. Because I think there is something to it. But it's not. Again, yeah, I would never call this a bad movie. I think that this movie just falls shy of being like truly great. There's something to it. I find what the movie's getting at to be more interesting than what the movie gets to. Like, at what point is your behavior compliant? At what point is it maliciously defiant? At what point are you like? At what point are your words damning you to a certain extent? Like, I find that conversation more interesting than the way the movie has it. That's not to say the movie itself isn't interesting. I think it isn't interesting for a significant period of time that I think really detracts from it. And ultimately, that's just where it lands. It's just kind of a pretty good movie. Not like a great movie, but like a pretty good movie. Like, you could waste away your day and have not done any like irreparable harm to yourself. You would just be like, oh yeah, I guess.
Hey, who wants to hear a fun fact?
Sure.
You know Benji, that like movie and franchise about like the Russell Terrier who just like does good shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fred Zinnemann won an Oscar for Best Documentary Short about the real Benji, but the research I look into it says it's actually not a documentary, it's still a fictional story. So he won his first Oscar documentary short for a fictional short, which then became a big movie franchise.
Oh my
that.
god. That's
You know what? That is a fun fact. That's a
Sorry, no. He was nominated for Best Director before that, and then did Benji, and then went on to be like this big director.
Thanks, Fred.
Thank you, Fred. Yeah, no.
Hey, it's Fred.
Oh yeah, and Alex sounds like he's done. So Coho had it at 4 stars. His review has been up for a while now on Letterboxd, so you can catch his thoughts there. Brings us to an average of 3.6 out of 5, which I think is 100% fair.
That's fair.
All right, let me just bring that list.
This is, I think, actually, I want to bring this up. This is one of like the closest scores that we've had between all of us. There's usually like 1 or 2 of us that are like, nah, 2 stars, and then the rest of us are like, no, it's great, 4.5, and we're like stuck doing that dance. It's actually really nice to have like a like of all things, A Man for All Seasons be the thing that unites us.
We've had it before where it's like we all agree on the 5 and like 1 dissenting 4.5.
Yeah.
I think it's hard. I think it is harder for us all to agree in the middle though.
That's like, me. Yeah. The Casablanca pick. That's me. 100%.
Yeah.
I'm right.
All right. Let's rank this shit.
Just somewhere in the middle. So
below on the Waterfront.
I say below
Gone with the Wind.
Yeah, below Gone with the Wind. I think it's better than Going My Way, but I cannot put this above Gone with the Wind.
I think that's fair.
Cool. That is a 3-person majority, and we are going to.
So, fun fact number 2: Fred Zinnemann's first Oscar nomination came for a film called The Search, starring Montgomery Clift. No one really cares about it. It was remade in 2014, starring Annette Bening and Berenice Bejo, who we'll know in 60 weeks from 55 weeks from The Artist, and directed by Michael Hazanavicius, who also directed The Artist.
Wow.
So this is their follow-up, and no one give a fuck about it.
Good. All right. It is number. So with that, A Man for All Seasons is our number 22 now, and that's it. It didn't crack top 20, but it's better than Going My Way and Mrs. Miniver. So there's that.
Sorry,
What
Going
now?
My Way. Sorry, Going My Way. I really like Going My Way.
It's good, not great.
Yeah.
What's next?
Spence.
That was a good one.
Hated that.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to How Gay Was My Valley, the podcast within the podcast where we rank every Best Picture winner based on how gay it is. Now, Spence, tell me, how gay is A Man for All Seasons?
Next question.
Cool. Yeah, Alex, Matthew.
Yeah,
anything to add
there's
to
no
this
content.
conversation?
There's no dick loving content in this movie. It's just sort of there.
Not gay. Just put it on the list of in the group of the not gay.
A Man.
It's actually like really backstabby. Like in not even like a fun way to watch. It's just one guy says something, and the guy goes, "Ooh, I can stitch on you for that," and then does that immediately. The next scene, the very next scene, is that guy going, "Hey, I brought information for you."
Okay, let's see.
Not gay. Yeah.
Here, that's fine.
Any of
Just
these. Any of these.
drop it there. That's
Yeah,
fine.
Cool. I'll drop it between Marty and Mrs. Miniver. So
It's
that's
the How Gay Was My Valley ranking is actually a tier list.
Yeah, basically.
It doesn't matter where we put it as far
There's
as in the right.
S, A, B, and then a bunch of C's.
Yeah, basically.
yeah. The fact that we have West Side Story at number 2.
Grand
is-
Hotel owns this
West
list.
Side Story is super gay,
It's
Jack.
very good.
Like
Yeah,
it's
it is.
really gay.
I know, but like number 2, like
So much tension.
All right,
West Side
have you
Story.
read Romeo and Juliet? It started gay and it ended gay. The whole path is
Yeah.
there.
okay. You know what? I'm not going to argue this. Yeah. Spence, close it out.
Wow,
Better.
quite.
Cool. Matthew, hit the song.
Asian.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the podcast with the podcast $1 Million Racist. I am your host, Jack Pinchuk, and here with my co-host, Matthew Chen, to ask the question, how racist is A Man for All Seasons? Matthew?
It's a lot of British people.
So inherently racist, then. Oh, I see.
Yes.
Let me just add it to the list here and pull it up. Either of you have anything to add?
I don't think there's anybody that's black
I-
in this movie.
Yeah, I would put it in the same category as like, what's another random British movie? I'd put it right above Hamlet.
Yeah,
Like
That's
it's
fine.
the exact
There's
same
nothing
stuff.
really-
Just I think that
yeah.
period is more racist, so they're probably more racist than
I
Hamlet.
guess so. Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, that makes sense to me. We'll put it there.
Actually,
So
put
with
it. Actually, never mind. Yeah, we're good.
A Man for All Seasons is our new number 30. It's in the bottom 10 there, just barely.
Ariana DeBose told Diego to do the thing. At the second.
Wait, did he?
did Angela Bassett do the thing?
This is the second time today I've heard about this. Okay. I had no clue what it was until my sister told me.
How did you know? It was all over
all-
Twitter. Like,
it was all over
You say this like I actually scroll through Twitter. I get a letterbox notification every Friday that says post your last 4 watched, and then I do it. Everything else is entirely accidental when it comes
That's
to Twitter.
lame. You should doom scroll like the rest of us and get severely depressed.
Yeah.
I prefer not to get depressed and just let my movies do that for me. So
Mr. Requiem.
yeah, 7 times. and
Mr.
counting.
Sad Lesbians over here is
Hey,
gonna-
this
Sam's
whole
gonna get
panel
on
is
to us
sad
about
lesbians.
Doom.
Don't make it a
is gonna
Jack
get
movie.
onto us. No, we all enjoy those movies. There is something like different about the way Jack watches those.
Yeah.
We all watch them and go,
So with that,
so unfortunate. And then Jack goes, let's stay here for 6 years.
Wait,
yep.
Jack hasn't seen Requiem all year. Holy shit.
Oh.
It's only been 2 months of the year. Give me time.
Give him a minute. It's been
I've
busy.
seen you watch a movie 3 times in a week I can
3
comment.
times in 2 days, and that was your name the first 3
I've
times
broken
I
that
said
record.
it.
I've definitely broken that.
Yeah, I probably have as well. That's just
Yeah.
the last time I can think of it on Letterboxd. Anyways, what were we doing?
Alex,
Yeah.
the song.
Asian.
Cool. We
Alex,
closed
song.
that out.
Nice
Do
and
we have
forceful there,
anything
Matthew.
else? No Nazis to kill today.
No Nazis today,
Alex, hit the song.
unless we don't know
Alex,
everything
hit the
about
song.
Thomas More.
Alex, hit the song.
Sorry, Spencer, you're cutting out for me. What are you saying?
Alex, hit the song.
Hit the what?
Hit the song, you bitch.
Highway to the danger zone.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Hold My Hand. Is it better than Top Gun Maverick? I don't fucking know, but we're here and to ask the age-old question, as old as 2022, sometime in May, I think. I don't know. Is this movie better than Top Gun Maverick? Potential Best Picture winner. Alex?
No. No.
All right,
it's
that
not.
is a no from me. Spence?
In the words of John
Good.
McCain, thumbs down.
And Matthew.
No to both, because after PGA, Everything Everywhere All at Once is winning Best Picture.
Okay, but how
You know
funny
what? You're
would it
right.
be if we called it?
I've called Everything Everywhere All at Once since the
No,
beginning.
That's
I mean,
true.
If Maverick won and we were like the paragons of it.
Yeah, that would be something. All right, so with that, we have concluded this is not indeed better than Top Gun Maverick. So with that, Alex, close it out.
Highway to the danger zone.
Lovely. And I'm trying to think. Any more segments to do? We've discussed the movie.
Stand-up performer we did.
We
talked
did stand
about
up performer. I
Yay.
guess that
We
just
talked
leaves
about
Extra credit!
The better movie.
all right. Let's get into it.
I never get to
Also-
contribute for this one. I never get to contribute. Gang,
And
I
you-
watched a movie for it. Well, not for this.
Yeah, I tricked you into watching an extra credit movie.
I didn't realize that it coincides so well, almost like one of us planned it.
Yeah, almost like we did that. So
It was meant to be.
this year at the Academy, 1966, A Man for All Seasons took home Best Picture. We just spent 20 minutes talking about that. Let's talk about the other movies that were nominated that we saw. Alfie, The Russians Are Coming, The Russians Are Coming, The Sand Pebbles, and Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. Did anyone watch anything that isn't Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? Cool. All right. Alex, kick us off.
So I saw Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf for not this show, but it also happened recently enough that I can talk about Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf on this show. So I will do that. It is one of the most uncomfortable movies that I have ever watched. It is really, really gross. I wish I had never seen it because it is 2 hours of my life I will never get back. It is like being in the back seat of like some couple that you kind of know is having like an argument and they keep turning back to you like, what do you think? Am I right about this? She right about this? And you're like, no, keep it up there. I don't want this. This is I don't want the back seat is a safe area. It is really loud. It is really mean, like very mean, like the kind of mean where you're like, you probably don't have to be together anymore. It is borderline kidnapping. Like you're trapped inside of this movie. It's also really good, so you can't really turn it off. Like you are waiting for, that kind of argument where you're listening in on and you're like, oh shit, that was a kill shot. Oh shit, that was another one. That shit was fire. Yeah, it's like that for like 2 hours and something. It's an adaptation of a play.
Yeah.
I saw it.
Yeah. This movie's fucking incredible.
Really good Elizabeth Taylor performance.
Elizabeth Taylor is I'm updating my best actress, best actor, and supporting winners as we go through the show. Like as we go through the years. And right now, of the best actress winners I've seen so far, Elizabeth Taylor is my 2, only behind Ingrid Bergman for Gaslight, which is could be my one when this is all said and done. But goodness is Taylor incredible. And Richard Burton, how he lost Best Actor to Paul Scofield. I had to take a minute to think of his name. How he lost Best Actor to Paul Scofield is insane to me. This is an incredible performance from him. It's an incredible performance from Taylor, from Sandy Dennis, I think her name is, and the other actor whose name escapes me at the moment. All four of them are incredible and should have took home the Oscars.
George Segal,
yes,
who was nominated for Best Supporting Actor. Sandy Dennis, who won the Best Supporting Actress for Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf.
Yes, she's fantastic.
I would also like to say that, yes, Richard Burton, I think, is like the incredible other half of this incredible movie. I think Elizabeth Taylor gets a lot of credit, but like, to be a monster, you need a victim. And this guy is like so clearly this like incredibly, and not to say that he's like not fighting back, but he's like really, really outmatched in how mean he can be in this relationship that he's found himself like kind of trapped in. Because Elizabeth Taylor really is just terrorizing this man's life.
Yeah.
I mean, they're doing it to each other, but like, it's all like, you really, the Letterboxd banner for this movie, where he's like backed up against the fireplace and she's like about to tear into him,
screaming at him.
That is the whole movie. That is the whole movie. That is the vibe.
It's that meme of the woman screaming at the cat eating a salad.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, we're gonna get to his next movie next week. But man, Mike Nichols had an incredible first two films. For this and The Graduate to come out in back-to-back years is insane. Can't wait to talk about that next week, because let's be honest, we're all gonna try to get to rewatch that before the show.
Yes, if I can.
Yeah, at least Coho, Matthew, and I will try. Yeah, Matthew, Spence, have you seen it? What do you think?
I watched it for a while like a year and a half ago now, and I will stand by. Elizabeth Taylor is, I think, the best actress winner ever. She's not quite my favorite because I am a La La Land whore, but I think that she's still so fuck you. She's incredible, and I got very sentimental about the play itself in high school when I was trying to adapt it. So this movie is like a very like, I love every inch of it. So seeing her just, and also Richard Burton should have won Best Actor. I'm sorry, this is bullshit. Paul Scofield is good. He's a very good nominee. That is Burton's fucking Oscar.
Yeah.
Oh, Jason Bateman just won the SAG for TV drama actor.
Should have won it for Game Night.
But yeah, no, I mean, this is a great movie. I think I watched it for the first time a few days ago, and I think you guys have said pretty much everything there needs to be said about it. Like, Elizabeth Taylor is the standout, but I think the whole ensemble, like every single cast member, is just doing an incredible job. And I think just it's so captivating. It feels like a little bit exhausting just from like watching through the whole movie, but I think it's worth it. And just to see like how the night unfolds. So yeah,
it is very like car crashy, where you're just like, locked in, and you're like, oh shit, look, and you're just like the entire time you're watching it like, oh shit, it's happening, oh my god. And then you drive past and you're like, that's not us. And then you keep driving. Ooh, okay. So I guess we can rate it now.
Yeah, let's bring up the list.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Give me a sec and
Bring up the list.
Let's be honest, it's going high.
Yeah.
Alex, tell me when you would have preferred for it to stop.
I would have gotten no higher than Citizen Kane, in my opinion. It's also not necessarily like, this is like a very unpleasant type of movie for me to try and watch. So like, I do think it's really good, and I wouldn't blame people if they like went.
I would put
Four,
it
you know,
above
4,
Strangelove,
4.5.
below Spellbound, or above Spellbound, below Nuremberg.
I put it below Strangelove personally.
I would go higher, but I'm totally fine with going below Nuremberg.
I think I put it above Spellbound, but below Strangelove. So
I would say,
That's-
I would
I'll
say
say
having
to make,
seen,
to make
I would say
Alex
having
happy.
seen both. I have seen both Deeds and Private Life of Henry VIII, and I would rather rewatch both of those just from like a movie perspective. But like,
So hear me out. I think a lot of us are a lot higher than Alex is, but to even it out, we put it below Strangelove.
I'm
I
fine with
think
that.
that's a fair compromise.
Yeah.
I think that makes sense.
Yep, it is a top 15 spot. So that is awesome.
okay.
So let's take a look at this new list here. So
Well,
Foreign
thank you, man.
Correspondence is no longer a top 20 movie, extra credit movie.
Oh, we should only
State
watch
Fair
it
is too
now.
high. I didn't watch
Mhm.
it when during that week. So
Which one?
State Fair is too high. And so
Oh,
Skippy.
I didn't
It's all
watch
because of
it.
Coho. All Coho.
I can't believe that Wizard of Oz is number 4. That's fucking ridiculous.
What's above it?
Mr.
I mean,
Smith.
those are good picks to have above it.
I mean,
honestly.
Wizard of Oz should
barring It's a Wonderful Life. These are fine.
you put it there, Alex.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I would never argue for It's a Wonderful Life to be
You
ranked.
gave it 5 stars and said it's really great. I hate it. Number 1.
I think that was on the. Actually, no, I didn't. Did I? That didn't sound right.
That sounds like you.
I would
All right.
never give anything I hated 5 stars, probably.
So that's that. That's the show.
Cool.
From
What's next week?
yeah. Oh right. Yeah, that's right. Next week. Next, In the Heat of the Night.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
57, and I am
Oh.
really excited to rewatch it. I've got the Blu-ray right there. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be a good one. Also, extra credit this week. Probably the most stacked extra credit it
Yes.
has been
Yeah.
up to this
I'm
point,
gonna watch a few of them.
being
but,
between Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, The Graduate,
Bonnie
Dr.
and Clyde.
Dolittle for some reason,
Bonnie
and then
and Clyde.
Bonnie and Clyde. Like that's a great 3 at least. So yeah, no, and then Oliver. This what did this beat?
We're watching Oliver together.
Please,
This
sir,
beat
can I have
Funny
some
Girl.
more?
Probably for the best.
Funny
Lion
Girl's
in-
good. I'm tired
Wow.
of this bullshit.
and Romeo and
Wow.
Juliet.
Wow.
I was kidding.
If any of here's the thing, we can't review Romeo and Juliet on the show.
So
We can't review Romeo and Juliet
later,
because then we'll have watched child porn.
later, it's the 1969 winner.
Same complaint, Man of
Nice.
Steel.
What?
Ooh,
There's a
Midnight Cowboy.
baby.
Speaking of porn.
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
Okay, in Man of
Porn.
Steel, at the very beginning, there is a naked baby, like an infant child. That is in the movie. That is
So-
what Alex is saying.
That's also a bad movie. So
Maybe so
Yeah.
is Romeo and Juliet.
Anyway, yeah, Midnight
No, we
Cowboy.
won't watch it. We won't watch it. We're not
Midnight
watching it.
Cowboy, beating movies like Anne of the Thousand Days, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, Hello Dolly, and Zed.
I will watch Butch Cassidy.
Wait.
for the first time.
wait, is okay. That might be that's the year I want to go hard because other than that first one, I'm like I need to see all of those. What am I
Butch
doing
Cassidy and
in
the Sundance
2
Kid,
weeks?
I will not be watching for this because
can't
I
watch.
will be watching it in the last week of the year. So
I also can't watch Guess Who's Coming to
Yeah.
Dinner next week. I just
Yeah.
can't do it for reasons. Doesn't matter
Yeah.
why, but I can't.
yeah, I'm pretty sure people know why at this point. So yeah, that'll
YouTube
wrap
channel.
up the classic Best Picture winners, and then we get into the 70s, which I'm gonna be honest with you, probably the best
Worst
decade
decade.
for the Best Picture winners, bar none. Spence, you're dumb. So with that, thank you all for watching. Bye bye.
I do wish we could chat longer, but I'm having an old friend for dinner. Bye.
Has anyone